fantastic opportunity. We're really excited about, not just getting DrupalCon to come to Chicago, but we, but also, yeah, it's after those. It's a little ways down. It's got the Chicago logo on it. But also, we 19. There we go. And there's a number in that deck, yeah.
So let's just work through that.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's we've been spending a lot of time. We've kind of had the advantage of being able to plan this event for a long time. So we're hoping to have the opportunity to put together a really awesome event that's not just going to be for this community, but also helpfully bring Drupal to an even wider audience as well. Our tagline that we're working from is Drupal is everywhere. And I'll talk a little bit more about how we're kind of playing off that theme in a little bit. But I think it really is true that today, anywhere you go, it's hard to think of anywhere or anyone who isn't using Drupal.
Let's get back to the slides and you tell us a little bit about Chicago, the city that we're all going to see in March next year.
Yeah, so let's flip to the next slide there. This is, of course, Millennium Park in downtown Chicago. This is, I think, emblematic of the city that I love. And one of the great things about Chicago is it's a really, truly international city. Here's a map on the next slide. So this is a map that just shows a small number of the over 220 cities around the world that you can take direct flights to Chicago from. That's no layovers, get on the plane in one of those cities, and then you'll arrive in Chicago. So that's pretty fantastic. On the next slide, we've got some, just kind of really great, demographic facts about Chicago and how it's, a center of business and, we said $475 billion regional economy is actually larger than the entire nation of Belgium. So that's. I think we might have a few more people as well. So I don't know that it's a fair comparison. We've got a ton of major corporations, so it's a center for business. We have education, schools, museums, performing arts. You name it, we have it. And of course, yes, our sports teams. We've got a few professional sports teams, some of which have even won a championship within the last 100 years. So go Hawks! So yeah, let's throw up the next slide. And the best part of Chicago, in my opinion, is the deep dish pizza. So I think there was the comment about fat-ass Americans earlier. Yeah, this is how it happens, people. So let's talk about the Drupal Tower. This is where we're having it. It's the Sheraton Hotel in downtown Chicago. We are renting out the entire hotel. It's a large convention hotel. We've got like 120,000 feet of exhibit space. Everything is going to be here. This is the place to be. So it is March in Chicago, so you're going to want to stay in one building. Although it actually should be pretty warm. It's usually quite pleasant in March. Surprisingly enough, people don't think that, but it is. And it's even more pleasant in the building. Thank you, Carrie. It's not just a hotel. It's a convention center. It's got 4 restaurants, 2 bars. We have the entire place, and one of the really wonderful things is that, I heard a couple people telling me like, oh, this is a really fancy hotel, it's going to be really, really expensive. We've actually been working with the hotel, and because we're having DrupalCon, and because we're going to bring in so many people to stay there, they're actually giving us a really, really fantastic rate on the rooms. So the rooms, if you stay in the hotel and you register through the DrupalCon website, will be $179 a night. So that's a very, very good deal for such a fancy hotel. Let's take a look at some of the pictures. So this gives you a sense here. We've got a picture of the main exhibit hall.
You don't own this hotel, do you?
I don't own this hotel. I wish I did. It's really nice. I'd stay there all the time. So we have the main exhibit hall. We have kind of the grand promenade. We have a room. That's just one of the basic guest rooms. They actually have rooms you can pack a ton of people into these rooms, so it's good. And of course the exhibit hall, and we have an entire floor of exhibit hall, and one of the things we're going to do is have a day during the conference. We're going to call it the Drupal Means Business Track, and we're going to let folks have a special reduced price or hopefully free ticket to come into that exhibit hall, and we're going to have a day stage with exclusive content throughout the conference. So this is going to be an opportunity for things like lightning talks, authors, case studies, things like that that have appeal, and we can really demonstrate the value of Drupal to all sorts of people who aren't already in the community.
And what about the program? What's going to be going on at the conference?
Yeah, so, well, let's go back. So first of all, we have the training day, and the training is actually right across the street from the Sheraton. It is an amazing venue. It's the Gleacher Center at the University of Chicago, their business school, and they, amazing classrooms. They have Apple does their training here, all sorts of folks do it. And it's a really wonderful venue, and we're actually going to start taking applications for those people here who might be interested in doing some training sessions. We're going to open those submissions up probably within the next day or so. So be on the lookout for that on our website. And then of course, and I think you sort of already spoiled it a little bit. We can talk about the keynotes. We have them. We have one of the things, we gave a lot of thought to this, and we wanted to have keynote speakers that really brought together and talked about what we consider some kind of the three pillars of the Drupal community. It's technology, community, and user experience. And so let's go ahead. The first speaker is, of course, should be a surprise, Dries will be back. So we're very much looking forward to that. Our second speaker, there he is, Jared School. So for those of you who might not be familiar with Jared School, he's an amazingly talented dynamic speaker, and he's a user experience guru. He's been doing usability since before the term even existed. For more than 30 years now, and so he has an amazing wealth of experience, and he's an incredibly inspirational speaker. And then our third speaker, can we do that? Whoa! Clay Shirky, the author of Here Comes Everybody, and